get into it.
And now we have you on record at the same time. Wait, Grace, what did you say this time?
I didn't say anything. It's a song.
Alright, we're solving linear systems now by adding or subtracting. So we've done it by graphing, we've done it by substitution. So this is the next option, which this will tie in with 7.4. 7.4 will require a little bit more work than this section, which normally they're like all taught together, but anyways, they teach it separate in this book. So steps for these. Step 1, add or subtract the equations to eliminate one variable. So basically, we're going to have the two equations stacked on top of each other, and instead of getting one variable by itself and then plugging it into the other one, we're now just going to be adding or subtracting those two equations, just like when you add something like 25 plus 27, basically. But it'll be obviously with variables. Step 2, solve the resulting equation. For the other variable. And then 3, substitute that number into either original equation to solve for the other variable.
Are we still gonna be graphing with these or no?
It's a mirror. Yes! With only 7.1, the one with graphing, or there's...
7.2 is no graphing.
Just 7.1 had
So
graphing.
is this your favorite method to solve it?
Yes. But this will tie in with like 7.4 also.
Is this method happen to be
This
easier
is-
than the other
This today will be the easiest,
Hallelujah!
in my opinion.
Oh,
That's fire. I need to stop saying fire.
you do, Grace.
Alright, so the first one say to use addition, meaning that one of the variables is already going to have opposite signs. So, number 4, 9x plus y equals 2, and negative 4x minus y equals negative 17. Alright, so what we're looking for is that things have this opposite signs for us to be able to add them. So in this case, y and negative y, those have opposite signs and they have the same number in front, which for this section, they will all have the same number in front. Tomorrow, they will not. Assuming we do the next section tomorrow. Anyways. So that means that I can now combine these two equations by adding. So I get 9x minus 4x is 5x. Y minus y is 0. So that equals 2 minus 17 is negative 15. So since I'm adding, I'm just reading off the signs as they are. So now I'm going to get x by itself. So I divide by 5. So x equals negative 3.
That's it?
Well, we've solved for x. I still have to solve for y.
Oh, never mind.
Shut
up, Grace.
So now I can choose either of these two original equations. I'm going to choose the top one to plug this number into. So we've got 9 times negative 3 plus y equals 2. So negative 27 plus y equals 2. Add 27, so y equals 29. And our answers are still written as an ordered pair, negative 3, 29.
I mean, this is easy.
This is really
This
easy.
is
I think this
pathetic.
one's the best.
What?
For real.
Hey, don't say
This is
that.
already my favorite.
Yep.
I mean, we set up a last lesson in the middle, no, it happened.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't
true.
jinx
So
it.
don't jinx it, guys.
This one's so hard.
I hate this method.
This method sucks and it's so difficult.
Yeah, totally great.
Like, oh, my little
6,
boy.
3x minus y equals 30, and negative 3x plus 7y equals 6.
Enter. Come in. Oh.
So we're kind of not doing anything in government, so may I?
No, we're just going to do it during physics.
Oh man.
It's okay, Josh.
So I'm not allowed to do it now?
Nope.
Oh, stink.
We won't distract him.
Goodbye.
We don't talk to
We're
them.
definitely gonna distract. We're definitely gonna distract.
Alright, so we have 3x and negative 3x here, so that means I just combine them together. They call it adding, but obviously they have different signs, so I just read the signs off as they are. So 3x minus 3x, obviously that goes away. Negative y plus 7y would be what?
6y.
6y equals 30 plus 6 is 36. So what is y?
6.
So now I can take this and plug it into either one. I personally would choose the one where y isn't being multiplied by anything other than a negative because it makes it easier. So 3x minus 6 equals 30. Add the 6. So 3x equals 36. Divide by 3, x equals 12. So 12, 6 is my ordered pair. Alright, I'm going to have you try this next one on your own because it's this type, and then we'll move into the next type within this section. So number 8, negative 3x minus 5y equals negative 7, and negative 4x plus 5y equals 14. So work that one for a minute.
Why are you just staring at the balloon? Looking at yourself?
Great for Corona.
Oh, that's right, it has a
Yes, he
face.
does.
Alright, do we have an answer?
Negative 1 plus 2.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Everybody agree?
What was the answer?
Yeah.
What was the answer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now, I showed in both equations that it doesn't matter which equation we plug the number into, we get the same answer, was all I was showing. So I did it, ignore this part. That's how I did it to begin with, but to show that it works in either equation and in case anybody used the second one. That's how you do it. All right, so that was using addition, which basically just means combine the numbers as they are. But obviously, like on this problem, we had negative 5y and positive 5y, so those were already opposites. So if we have them where they're not opposites, essentially we have to multiply the bottom equation by negative, which technically that's what we're doing tomorrow, but I'll show you what that looks like today with the method that we have already. So 10 x minus y equals negative 4 and x plus 3y equals 4. Alright, so I don't have anything that has opposite signs, so that means I need to subtract, okay, because I have a 1x and a 1x here, so I need to subtract, but that means that everything is being subtracted, okay, so this is going to be x minus x, which is just 0, negative y minus 3y is what?
Negative 4y.
And then negative 4 minus 4 is...
Negative 8. All one?
So technically, that's what we were doing up here. We were adding, though. So it was negative 3x plus negative 4x, or negative 5y plus 5y, or negative 7 plus 14. We were doing that up here. We just don't usually write the plus sign. But on the ones that have opposite, or don't have opposite signs that we have to do that, we have to subtract and show that step. So then y would be what?
2.
So then I can take that in either equation, but I'm going to use the top one. So x minus 2 equals negative 4. Add the 2. X equals negative 2. So my answer is negative 2, 2.
Can we get a cookie plate for that?
What?
You said like 1 and then somebody else said 2. For the, like, dividing the negative
Yeah.
by negative 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many cookie points did
I
you
said
got?
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to them.
Well, I didn't write it. It's technically when you get it.
Okay, well, you accidentally put a speck of dust, meaning it is actually.
Oh. He's not wrong.
Give it to us for our effort, please.
We attempted.
We put in a lot of effort. All of us put in a lot of effort.
We're all,
Please read
well,
it.
All of
some
us except
were
Sam,
thinking-
so like.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear from you, bucko. And you.
Buckle?
Buckle.
Grace, I don't want to hear from you either.
Hey, at least I don't get buckled.
Yeah, you're right. You got buckaroo.
Don't say buckled.
Alrighty then, bucko.
6x plus y equals negative 10. And 5x plus y equals negative 10. So are these opposite?
No.
Nope.
So what do I need to do?
Subtract.
So 6x minus 5x is
X.
X.
y minus y is
2X.
2.
I mean, no, nothing.
Nothing.
negative 10 minus negative 10 is,
Nah, 0.
so x equals 0. So what is y?
Negative 10.
Yep.
What?
Is that easy?
Oh yeah, negative 10.
It's so.
Yep. Now, you still need to show that, obviously, but I just wanted to see if you recognized it.
What was that? Oh.
So 0, negative 10.
He's ready to take the quiz.
He's ready to take the quiz.
Who said that?
You.
No.
Everybody's ready to take the
I plead the fifth.
All right, y'all are going to try this one on your own. 4x minus 9y equals negative 21. And 4x plus 3y equals negative 9.
We're doing for ourselves.
Yeah.
No.
What? I don't know if it's opposite or not.
Oh.
If one's positive and one's negative.
Grace, help me.
Why would I help you?
Because we're talking about Sam.
Bruh.
You really just not boiling him.
Real, bro.
Why is it you guys? Why isn't it just a video?
It's not
Grace, I don't want to hear
It's
from
you.
you,
I-
bucko.
Yeah. Buckle's
Stop
crazy.
calling me Bucko.
Why not,
No,
Buckle?
no, bucko.
If you're not done with the problem, you shouldn't be talking.
Sam.
have an answer?
Oh, yeah.
-3 + 1.
I got 3, 1. Oh. I got 3, 1.
I got a fraction. I got some 5.
Bro, I got 12, 13.
I got
I
something
got
like
negative.
I got 5.
I got 3, 1.
I got
Wait,
5 and
wait,
I don't
I
know
know
what-
Yeah, I
the
got
answer.
5. Yeah, and I couldn't figure
I
out.
can't figure out
You
X.
low-key know the answer, Sam.
Wait.
Or you just
Let me do
Oh,
the
no,
math.
that'd be
Let me do the math.
All right, so since we have a variety of answers, what I want you to do is I want you to choose a different equation than whatever you plugged your final number into. So if you chose the top one, use the bottom one and plug X and Y into the bottom and see if it makes a true statement.
X and Y. I couldn't make 5x.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I got 5 for
I'm
Y.
still on
That's it.
bottom of the
Yeah,
board,
me
but
too.
still can't get what I got. You can tell it's not right there.
I'm like, that's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Maybe we did that wrong.
So just like we checked the graphing problems, when we found a solution, we plugged it into one of the equations. That's what you're doing right now.
Alright, I got it right now.
Still got a fraction.
I still got
I
5.
think you got it wrong.
I'll give you a little hint. This section doesn't have fractions.
I told you.
Alright, all my work is wrong.
What do you have to do?
Yeah,
Wait, so
Wait, but now I'm in a stupor. I don't know what to do. I checked both of them.
All right. So once we checked it, who still thinks they have the right answer?
I might.
Not me.
I don't know.
It's not a might. It's either
If I-
it's
if
right or it's wrong.
If
I-
it's
I'm pretty
wrong,
sure
it's only
that
my,
I-
it's my
I got
negative
5
side.
and I can't figure out X.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
I think I did. See, are you?
All right, Sam. What was your original answer? Because I don't think you ever said your original answer.
No, I didn't have my original answer. No, because I didn't finish.
But you said you knew what the answer was.
No, that's when I was finishing my
So you
answer.
lied.
No,
You're a liar.
I didn't have an answer to begin with. Now I do.
Okay. Well, what did you plug in?
What does that mean?
What's the answer?
3, 1.
Is that right?
What did I do?
Oh.
Oh, wait, what did I
Oh
do?
yeah, I forgot to.
We're supposed to add the 3 to
The like terms. The
Not-
like terms.
Oh.
What's to do the like terms?
I forgot.
I
to-
did not think of that.
I forgot how to do multiplication, bro.
Me too, dude. I got like 5.
That makes
I got 5.
I got 5.
Bro.
Makes a
Close.
lot of
I
sense.
didn't do
So we had negative 9y minus 3y is negative 12y, and then negative 21 minus a negative 9, which is plus 9, which is negative 12. Divide by negative 12, that's 1. Plug in the 1 to either equation. I chose the bottom one. So 4x plus 3 times 1 equals negative 9. Subtract the 3. So 4x equals negative 12. Divide by 4x equals negative 3.
Think about it. Think about it.
Hang on a second.
You're right, Grace.
And if I check it, so I use the bottom, so I'm going to use the top to check it. 4 times negative 3 minus 9 times 1 equals negative 21. Negative 12 minus 9 equals negative 21. Negative 21 equals negative 21.
No. What did you say? What did you say? I think we're ready for the homework.
Man.
What did you
No, you are not.
You're not ready for
Oh, man. What did you say?
Wait, no, I
I
understand
see you
it.
differently now.
Oh, okay.
I just
okay.
stopped that.
What did you say?
Really?
Absolutely nothing.
Your mom would not be happy to hear that.
What?
Oh, that's new. Remember?
That's why I said you're not ready for the homework yet.
Why don't we just like swap position?
Nothing.
What's different about this problem than the last couple?
Oh,
They're on the wrong sides. Like the Y's on the other sides.
Yes, the stuff has to be stacked up with their like terms. So I need to swap these two things. They're not changing sides, so they're not changing the sign. I literally am just writing them in a different order. So I have 2x minus y equals 32, and then this one, negative 5x plus y equals 13. Now what? Add them because these already have opposite signs. 2x minus 5x is
Negative 3x.
And 32 plus 13.
45.
Divide by negative 3. What do I get?
Negative x equals negative 15.
So now we're ready for the
Yep.
No.
No.
This problem still isn't done, so no.
Harrison.
So I take this and I'm going to plug it into this one because multiplying 2 times negative 15 is easier than negative 5 times 15. So 2 times negative 15 minus y equals 32. Negative 30 minus y equals 32. Add the 30, negative y equals 62. Divide by the negative, y equals negative 62. So my answer is negative 15, negative 62.
That's a pretty big number.
And that's when you can be really glad you don't have to graph these ones.
Such a, I'm so happy right now.
This is definitely the hardest one, chat. Just trust me.
You said that this was gonna be easy.
Math was so
Sorry,
easy.
you always
So
do
we got
that.
through this lesson.
It is
Bro.
easy.
Can we go back to the
Draw
old
the
math?
stop.
Ooh, that was also different.
You want to fight Jimmy?
Yeah, let's go.
What's different?
What you
Oh,
do?
y equals to negative.
I do. Oh, you just want to fight Jimmy.
So, guys.
Just picking on someone
it's
else.
it's adding again.
Come on, man.
Hear
It's
me-
adding
hear me
again,
out.
and the things are
Okay, I
switched.
see this.
We
Well,
change
it
to
might be.
negative 2x plus y equals negative
It's gonna be
13.
Whoa, why am I?
2x minus
I'm not
y
a
equals
target.
Plus
negative
y.
13.
I
I'm
don't
not
have
targeting.
Plus y, because the y is not a
Yeah,
negative.
plus that's why you're the target.
So-
Oh wait, it's still y
Another
equals.
time. So we're all using now.
I see it now.
Okay. Still taking that alpha juice?
Bro, shut up.
Did you even get it?
Stop.
Oh, video.
Guys.
I think it's pretty evident that I don't have much of a voice, so it would be more respectful if y'all could just like stop talking. Thanks. So I'm going to add this 2x over. So the top equation I just copy down the same, 2x minus y equals negative 11. I'm going to add 2x to this side because I need the x and the y on the left. So I get 2x plus y equals negative 13. Now what do we have? Adding because the y's are already opposite. Now, you could subtract. It's not going to make a difference other than you'd be canceling x's if you subtract instead. So, add them. So, I get 4x equals 24, negative 24. Rather. Now what?
X equals negative 6.
Yep, divide by 4, so x equals negative 6. Now, I would use the one where y is already by itself because it's going to be less math for you to do. So y equals negative 2 times negative 6 minus 13. And what does that give me?
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
Yep. So I've got the point negative 6, negative 1.
Oh, where did the other one? They're not being the same thing, but.
Well, it should. All right, last one y'all are going to do on your own. And then you can have the homework. 11y minus 3x equals 18 and negative 3x equals negative 16y plus 33.
Oh.
I did not.
we have an answer?
1, 1, and 2.
Negative 5, 3. It's 1, 2,
I
and
got
4.
three.
Honestly, I got a fraction.
I got
I got
5, 3.
5. I got 5 for
Don't
the last
do
one.
two.
I got a fraction for
Yeah, I got 5, 3.
I got 2 answers.
Alright, so
Oh my god.
now I'm going to show you two different things here, but typically we do x first, then y, so I rewrote the top one as negative 3x plus 11y equals 18, just so that it was in the order that I'm used to, and then I added this 16y over to get negative 3x plus 16y equals 33. And then because these have the same sign, I have to subtract. So when I do that, I end up with negative 5y equals negative 15. So y equals 3. I plugged it into the bottom one because x was, aside from the negative 3, was basically by itself. So when I do all of the basic algebra here, I end up getting x equals 5. Now, nothing says that x has to come before y in the way that it's written. So if you wanted to leave the top one alone, we could have left it as 11y minus 3x equals 18, and then the bottom one we could have written as 16y minus 3x equals 33. You will get the same thing either way. X being written first or second does not change. So if you left it in the order that it's in, that's fine. But you have to have the y stacked on top of each other and the x's stacked on top of each other. So any questions about that? All right, problems 3 through 21 odd. One of these questions, listen, is a multiple choice question, and it says which ordered pair is a solution of the system. You can either solve the system like this and then just pick which one is the ordered pair, or you can take all 4 ordered pairs and plug them in and see which one works.